points after Thursday.
What's up?
Night football.
I like it.
Got that
Pretty
song stuck
sweet,
in your
man.
head there. We finally got an intro thanks to Tyler. Whoop whoop. So,
Wah, 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 wah.
Albert.
I don't have an air horn. So
Albert, did you like us finally having a
What's
intro
up, Albert?
show? He's probably been thinking we've been slacking. Got an intro on all our other shows, but not the Thursday show. But now we ain't bums no more.
That's right. No more
It only
bums.
took 8 weeks.
No.
It took 8 weeks.
After 7 weeks. Okay, see, JC loved the intro. That's biased.
Hey.
Appreciate that, JC.
I liked it. It's like it was made by a
Did you
bot.
look up like So I want to know. Did you look up like AI video? Did you like type that in? Is that how you got stuff like that?
Nope.
No, he did. He just did it himself. He made it on his computer in After Effects.
The music, yes. Did that stuff. The video, I cheated. Snips from Envato.
Yeah. Envato Elements.
I like it.
Fantastic. Yeah. So tonight's game was much more interesting than I thought it was going to be. The Bucks kept it close. Probably because Baker Mayfield's just the best, but like
He just gets lucky.
The Oklahoma bias is drowning me.
No, I just wanted to see how JC responded to that, but he didn't burst the flame, so we're good. No, I do love some Baker Mayfield, but I didn't no one expect that game to be that close. So
No, I didn't.
If God wouldn't have caught that at the end of the game, dude, we're going to overtime.
that would have been some Sooner magic right there.
I mean, God caught that 2-point conversion, and that was pretty much, magical too. Like,
yeah, it was almost like it was meant to be an upset. That was wild. Did any of you guys start Kincaid? I did.
I don't even own Kincaid in any leagues.
I bought Kincaid on like every waiver wire that I could get this week, and I got him a lot. And yeah, praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. It was a good one.
It's the truth. Okay, looks good.
I think I got him in 3 leagues, but I can't remember if I got to start him or not. So I don't know. But
these auto ads pissing me off.
Yeah, we had a question about either Ingram or Kincaid, and we had like 2 people say Ingram and 2 people say Kincaid. So I still think Ingram has an opportunity. He's been so good.
Ingram's been doing great. I mean, he did good last year. Are you talking about rest of season or this week?
No, this week.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I have Kincaid. I mean, when Dawson Knox is going to be out for, a minute.
Hard to say. A few weeks.
Well, they said he's having surgery, right?
Yeah, but they said they didn't know how long he would actually be out. I don't know if they knew how serious the injury was going to be, unless there's been an update since the last time I looked.
Yeah, I don't know that they're worried about it.
But at this point, it almost feels like with some of these young players, they just wait for the older one to get hurt just for an excuse to move the young one in.
He's on IR, so at least 4 weeks.
Okay, yeah, they did place him on IR 2 hours ago. Nice.
So cool. That's a lot of games, and then don't they have a bye coming up too?
They have a bye in week 13.
13. So yeah. So this week, 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe he's back for the Eagles. Maybe they don't bring him back for the Eagles. Not. Then goes to the bye. Then he's back for week 14
for the playoffs. So, yeah. Huh. That's interesting.
So you can ride Kincaid until the playoffs, and then you're screwed.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Potentially. Depends on how well he does. He's off to a good start.
The real
he gets the Bengals next week, man. We're playing him at DFS next week.
Heck yeah. Real Zavi says, this is how Allen needs to spread the ball. I'm upset I sat G. Davis.
Oh, Gabe Davis, dude. He was...
Dude, I've been in the Vegas league too.
Yep.
Besides, who was the other guy that they had on their team? Shakir?
Yeah.
Besides him, because he had the most yards, but I think Gabe Davis had the most fantasy points because he had a touchdown and he had like 80-something yards and like 9 catches or 10 catches.
Yeah, he had 23.7 in this league I'm looking right now.
Yeah, he did really well.
Shakir had 15.2. Yeah, he had a big
Man, he's that's if you needed a flex and you found him and played him, you're going to be very happy.
yeah.
Gabe Davis is the bane of my existence in fantasy football. I traded for him in the clubs league. Started him 2 weeks, got me 3 points, got me 2 points, benched him this week, and he went ape shit. I'm like, I quit.
Well, if you're mad at him, in any leagues you have him, you can just trade him to me and he'll be on IR next week. So if you're mad at him, just trade him to me. So
It's punishment.
exactly. Trade him to me would be punishment. Because in my Diamonds League, I traded for a few players and all of them went on IR that week. And it was like, cool. That was a great trade.
In there.
Oh, let's see. We got Jorge in the house here.
What's up, Jorge?
Got more offers.
Jorge, you get 87 offers per day.
Yeah, I'm
That's
surprised.
awesome.
Sorry I didn't see your message back to me earlier, Jorge. I had to.
I wish I was in a league that active.
Oh man, I wish too. That'd be great. All right, let's see what you got, Jorge. Running by us, man. That's what we're here for. Earlier, there was a question earlier on the forum. Who are you going to start between Pickens and Ayuk this week?
Okay, I'm gonna look at matchup. Yeah,
Pickens.
You're starting Pickens over Ayuk?
I'm starting Pickens.
give me a second. Yeah, Pickens gets Jacksonville, which is a pretty damn decent matchup.
Ayuk plays the Bengals, who's been like one of the toughest defenses against wide receivers in the league this year.
But it's Ayuk with no Debo.
But he didn't look great against Minnesota last week, who I thought he would look great, and he didn't. He looked okay. Put up 10 points, 57 yards.
Yeah, but that's like floor. That's floor. That's a bad week for Ayuk.
Now I'm going to throw out there, what if Purdy doesn't play?
Then it's even more big.
I don't know. At that point,
I saw Deontay's already banged up again too. I saw earlier.
what week did Dalton play? Or Sam Darnold? Is that who plays there?
Did Darnold get to play already? One?
I thought he played 1 week. Was it week?
He played. Well, he threw one game pass against.
Yeah,
Dallas.
never mind. Yeah, I don't think so. I mean,
they signed Brandon Allen today. Whoa!
Dude, what keeps?
I don't know what just happened, but that was like magic. It was like we were here and then we weren't.
Now you see me, now you don't.
That's the second time that's happened.
They didn't want you talking about Brandon Allen.
No joke. It was
So
like
they signed Brandon Allen today, and
and they're like, "This isn't for TV."
Man, what a weird glitch. That's crazy. Well, don't be surprised if it happens again because that's twice it's happened to us already tonight since we've been logged on here. So I don't know what's going on, but I'll try to get us back on screen as quickly as possible. Do I get 8 ugly ones also? Yeah, but you get some kind of interesting ones. You really do. You were throwing one at me earlier, Jorge, that was interesting.
See, I don't know if he's sending out the offers or if the offers are being sent to him.
Yeah.
But man, either he's like really popular that he's like, send me the offers and he's always putting people on the block, or
well, I'm convinced that it's a 8-team league and he actually owns 4 of the 8 teams. And so he's really just trading with himself.
Speaking, by the way, our live show right now, I just checked Facebook. I don't think it went live on Facebook tonight.
Well,
which is fine. I guess it doesn't matter for people watching except for Facebook folks. Yeah. I sent the links out though. But yeah, everybody that's tuned in, thank you for tuning in.
What? No Facebook user tonight? Dang.
No Facebook user tonight.
Oh.
Facebook user.
No anonymous Facebook users. How can we survive?
I love those though.
It's always a fun part of the show. It's like we don't know who this is, but Here you are.
Right? It's streaming right now live on the group page.
Is it? I
Yep.
tried to pull it up earlier. It wasn't there.
Psh, pull harder, bro.
It is late night.
Oh yeah, after dark, baby.
FFA and after dark. That's right.
I don't know where y'all live, but it's Minnesota here. It gets dark early.
It's been getting
Yeah, it's been dark for hours here already.
It's
So
going to be in the 20s, coming up here, 30s.
oof.
Ugh.
Sucks.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Here's the flex question: Pickens or Madison?
Not Madison.
Pickens.
Not Madison.
But tell us how you
Pickens.
feel.
That would mean the answer is Pickens.
Pickens.
Akers is starting to get more work. He actually got more work than Madison did last week. So
I did
There's
notice that, especially the key was when the game was on the line. When the game was on the line, it was Akers in the ball game.
that says a lot.
Surprise, surprise.
You guys had to learn the system, I think, a little bit. Now I'm starting to use them a little bit more.
Oof, rough. All right, let's see. Jorge got offered CMC for Pacheco St. Brown.
I actually don't mind that.
Wait, which side do you want? Pacheco and St. Brown?
I mean, I love CMC, but St. Brown can put up almost as many points as CMC can. I mean, I having Pacheco there too. St. Brown has put up some big points.
I like Pacheco rest of season too. His schedule is nice.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to even stomach the thought of giving up CMC.
I get that.
Which
So
side?
I
is
get sick
on
thinking
one?
about it.
I get it, but that Pacheco St. Brown pack is nice.
Jorge, which side of this
100%.
are you on? Because this doesn't seem to line up with what you sent me earlier.
I mean,
Holy shit, we got a Facebook user. Sorry, I got excited.
yay.
I saw it pop up. I got excited. Holy crap.
Oh, it's Tyler.
I mean, shoot. Ever since he's come back
we-
from the game he didn't play, he's had 30-point game and a 23-point game in those two. Like, I know
Yeah.
CMC puts up massive points, but Pacheco does put up points. I mean, if you're looking for depth, I
But-
don't hate this trade.
Well, here's the thing.
Here's the thing. A running back position putting up those kind of points is different than a receiver putting up those kind of points. Like
Yeah.
you could plug and play St. Brown and Josh Palmer. You know what I mean? Like that sounds crazy to say, but Palmer's been killer the last couple weeks. And I don't think
Yes.
that really stops. So I mean, you can find a good wide receiver that you can plug and be good for 20 points. It's really hard to find a consistent running back. I mean, CMC's had a touchdown in the last 16 games that he's played in. So I mean, it's hard to replace that guaranteed floor every week in a running back slot.
It's also
That's
the
a lot.
longest. It's also the longest healthy streak he's had in 4 years. So
Yeah, his floor is at about 13 points.
Yeah, he's also got so his other running backs. So he would be trading away CMC for Pacheco and St. Brown.
St. Brown's floor is 14.2 points.
His other wide receivers are Lamb, Puka,
Okay.
Pickens, Lockett are his wide receivers.
I'm all
Maybe
about
Puka,
St. Brown
Pickens,
Pacheco
Lockett.
here. The gross I don't even know the word. Just ignoring the fact that elite wide receivers make a difference from Tyler just blows my mind. The total disregard. That's the word I was looking for. The
No, it's not a
disregard
disregard.
for an
What I'm saying
elite
is-
wide receiver being just throwaway compared to a CMC because he's a running
No.
back.
It's not the elite wide receiver. It's the drop off in points per position that has to be played. Any wide receiver a given week can put up 20 points. I mean, we've seen it
Look at
with
any
Turner.
running back. We saw Deontay Foreman do it last week.
Who's
Right,
on
but
his roster? He doesn't.
That's a very far one off. You know what I mean? But like
Just
in
saying.
a
It can
running
happen.
back, you have to guess it. You got to get the matchup. You got to get the right player in there. With CMC, it's guaranteed. Lock loaded. You're
It's
gonna
the
have
same. It's the same with Palmer and St. Brown. Palmer could go in and shit the bed in an easy matchup. St. Brown's not going to do that. I mean, the same can be said for both. Give me St. Brown there. I like him. I like him better.
It's just, to me, I guess it's just more, if you're looking for depth, then I think it's a acceptable trade. you're right. CMC is that super guaranteed. I mean, St. Brownson's pretty guaranteed points too. So I get what you're saying, but I mean, it's the plug.
Chico's been playing
There,
great.
you're trading for a plug and play every week, wide receiver 1, and a potential wide receiver or running back 1, running back 2. So if you need a receiver, I don't hate this trade.
Well, here's
You got
other
Puka and
receivers.
CD and
I'm gonna-
Pickens.
Oh yeah, I think you're fine.
I'm not
there.
even
You
gonna
don't
try
need that.
anymore.
Yeah, I'm not trading that.
Sorry.
I'm not telling y'all who his other players are. I'm not doing it anymore. We're going on to Josh's trade question.
I remembered you said CD, Puka.
I tried to tell you his
Pickens.
running backs 8 times.
Oh, his running back. Sorry.
Man, anyways, which trade do you like? Trade Connor, Kirk, and Russ for Hurts and DJ Moore. Connor and Russ for Hurts. 20-man redraft. Here's his roster here. It can be 1, 2, or neither.
We got this question in the other during the show earlier. I said you're keeping Connor. Oh, this is a little bit different. This is closer. The same stuff though. So Connor, Kirk, and Russ for Hurts and DJ Moore. Connor and Russ, you're keeping that one. I like that. I like Connor. But you
I
can
tried to
trade
get Kirk and Russ for Hurts instead of
Connor,
Connor.
Russ, Hurts. Can you?
I don't know if you're going to get Hurts with either one.
Oh
of those.
yeah, we had this question. It was the same question, but Aaron Jones wasn't there. So here was the kicker. So what are your thoughts between between Connor's injury and Aaron Jones' injury? For me, I feel like the hamstring has been really lingering for Jones. That's why he has not come back from it. I mean, from that initial hamstring, like he came back and it just has not looked the same. I'm more worried about that hamstring, than what Connor's dealing with. I mean, Connor will come back. He's still out. Probably a week or two.
Yeah.
But you got Kyler Murray coming back too. I mean, Connor's shown even with Dobbs, he's just been elite. He's been doing really well. So I mean, I think I'd rather have him. The upside is Aaron Jones, right? You're hoping that and Dylan has kind of been showing up the last couple weeks, but Jones, you're really hoping for him now to turn up.
I agree. Also, I like Kirk more than Myers, I think, if you could pull off trade Myers maybe, but Kirk is stud, man.
They're both playing really well.
I know. I just have more faith in Kirk to keep it up, I guess.
Yeah.
But that's just me, maybe.
No, I agree with that.
I don't know. I'm not trading Kirk. Don't trade Christian Kirk.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I would rather, if I'm trading away,
I'd
rather trade away Myers than Kirk.
Yeah.
I think if you can trade Aaron Jones and Russell Wilson for Hurts, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
That's
what I would go for.
the best option.
It's a 20-man redraft league, though. So who's his quarterback? That's the real question. If his quarterback is Russ, then you don't have a quarterback. Then I'm not doing that. I mean,
I bet he's got like a.
He's trading for Hurts.
Oh yeah, for Hurts. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's right. Yeah. If you can do Aaron Jones and Russell Wilson for Hurts, I'm doing that trade.
Yeah, 100%.
I also don't mind if you swap Aaron Jones in that first one there to get Hurts and Moore and use Myers instead of Kirk. Maybe Aaron Jones, Myers, and Russ for Hurts and Moore. I wouldn't mind that.
Next question.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind that. Other than just getting rid of a running back, there's really tough. The way running backs have been withering away this year, makes me nervous.
Aaron Jones is withered away already.
That's true.
He's dust in the wind.
Coach Greg Sports, yo.
What's up, Greg?
Let's see. Connie wants to know, should I trade away Devontae Adams and Mixon for Pollard or Devontae Smith?
Yes.
My wide receivers, you don't even need to know them. I don't even. Yeah, I want that.
I think people are still they're getting overexcited about Devontae Adams not having good games. Jimmy Garoppolo's been gone for a little bit. I mean, he hasn't played great, but he's still Devontae Adams.
Well,
Devontae Smith is still Devontae Smith.
Yeah, so Devontae Smith's in a slump, but I mean that happens sometimes. He's still a stud.
Pollard, I think, is better than Mixon. I guess.
Yeah.
So I would do Pollard and Devontae Smith. That's who I'd want there. Pittman, DK, Pierce for Madison, Pickens, Lockett. Pittman,
I'm not
DK.
trading for Madison.
Or Lockett.
Yeah, I'm keeping Pittman, DK, and Pierce.
Yeah,
I'm going to sit tight on that one.
yeah.
I love Pickens, but not enough to trade them other three.
Yeah. Oh, here's one. Pittman and Brock for Pickens and Dak. I'm going Pittman and Brock. Hurry. My preferred over Pickens and Dak.
That one's tight. I really like Pickens, but Pittman's balling, so.
It's because Gardner Minshew's balling.
Yep.
Downs was balling last week.
It's
Pittman
Minshew
just had one really lucky catch. He had 2 catches for 86 yards or 82 yards, and he had one of those was a 70-yard touchdown.
Hey, the key is they're letting Minshew just air that thing.
I agree, dude. Minshew madness is ready. Minshew mania is all here. I'm all about it. 4 touchdowns, 2 of them hit by himself, rushing. See, they get the little shimmy shake into the end zone. Ready for it.
I love it. Alrighty.
Play Downs this week, though.
Let me jump over here to IG real quick. T-Law or Stroud this week? Stroud's playing Carolina. T-Law's playing Pittsburgh.
I think I'm going to go
Pittsburgh sneaky. Pittsburgh's got a pass rush. Pittsburgh's got young DBs.
I think I'm going Stroud here.
Yeah, I think you got to go Stroud.
That's tough, though. I don't want to take Stroud.
Throw.
Is Dell back?
I don't know.
Should be.
If Dell is back, I think I'm going Stroud.
I think he is. It was a concussion, and they just come off the bye.
He practiced in full.
I'm going Stroud.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a nice bounce back spot for Dameon Pierce this week, too.
I agree.
The upside is higher with Stroud, I think, and the floor is kind of the same.
Yeah.
By the way, if you're tuned in, like and subscribe to the video. We got it all night. Well, not all night, but at least for the next 34 minutes.
All night long.
Maybe
I'll
let's.
be your backup singer.
I'll be the shimmier.
Why the Bills don't trust James Cook? He was more productive than Harris, and they give Harris the ball 2 times in the red zone. That's
Because James Cook can't get it done in the red zone. He just can't punch it in. Let Josh Allen punch it in.
He's just a will now.
Punch it in.
Yeah, I saw a deal earlier. I don't know how serious it was, but saying I guess the Bills are in negotiations for Derrick Henry. I was like, great.
Oh, I saw it, man. How nasty would that be if they got a real deal power runner?
Dude, that's gross.
Especially because the O-line is not garbage.
It'd be great for the Bills, but it'd suck for fantasy for
what would really
James
suck?
Cook owners.
It would really suck for Josh Allen owners too if they take away some of those goal line carries for Allen. So that could hurt a lot of people.
Well, they wanted to do that coming into the season, anyways.
I think it opens it up for his passing game, though. I mean, you see how many over-the-middle streaks he was throwing to Dalton Kincaid? I mean, like that's what they're looking for. And when you got to put 8 in the box to try to stop Big Derrick Henry, all of a sudden Josh Allen can do what he do, and he can air that thing out.
And he can stay healthy.
And stay healthy.
There ain't a coach on this planet dumb enough to put 8 in a box against Josh Allen, I don't think.
Plus, I can tell you this. I would rather have Derrick Henry blocking for me than James Cook.
Yeah, for sure.
Says.
Let's see. I can have a brick wall, or I can have a box of packing peanuts.
Yeah. Harry Wolf in the house. What's up, man?
What's up, Harry Wolf?
Said starting Kincaid over Laporta tonight because he wanted someone to watch. Bold.
I'm with it, though. I'm with it. When I found out Dawson Knox was going to be out, I bought Kincaid everywhere. And I started him everywhere. And guess what? Tonight, I am sleeping good because I'm like, I made a damn good decision.
That's nice.
And here's the thing, too. We play fantasy to have fun.
Yeah.
And if you want to put somebody in because you want somebody to root for in a game you're watching, I don't have a problem with that.
You know what I think is the most fun in fantasy football, though, is winning. So yeah, these aren't the kind of decisions I'm making.
Well,
It's
I mean,
I'm bored tonight. I'd
okay,
like to
yeah,
watch somebody play.
you're talking Kincaid and Laporta. I mean, if you're
Yeah.
I was
talking
learning hard lessons.
if you're talking Chiggy Okonkwo versus Laporta, that's different, right?
Right. Like I'm just looking for someone to play
But if
tonight.
it's two comparative guys and that's your tiebreakers, I want to watch this guy tonight, then
Yeah, that's pretty good.
that's fine.
He did well. He did well.
I dig
He
it.
said he wants us to start 30 CD, DJ Moore, Ayuk, Thielen, and Laporta. Some of these guys have some tough matchups.
That's tough.
Who's-
Is it a tight end premium?
Also, man,
We're going CD. We're going
I
CD.
think- I think I'm benching Ayuk and Thielen here, believe it or not.
Thielen
I
has a
think
tough
Thielen is my bench for sure.
Hey, what about that Shepherd product? What about that Shepherd product throwing the ball to DJ Moore?
Yeah, I mean, he's been doing pretty well, though. I mean, the only person that's really not benefiting is tight ends.
I mean, I think the Bears were a little excited. He was efficient. What do you go? 20 for 29, 172 yards and a touchdown. It's not great, but it was efficient. And guess what? The Bears won. I will repeat. The Bears won.
Good win.
Yeah.
That's
And
nuts.
DJ Moore had a good
CD
game.
More and I don't know. Ayuk is just a little bit. I'm still a little scared just because of. I think Debo there does help open some things up.
Yeah.
He did not play well against Minnesota. He got shut down, and that's Minnesota.
Yeah. It's not the best matchup for him this week.
No.
That game was just weird, I think. I think that was like
was
more of an
weird.
anomaly than like the everyday week. Like I don't think we see Ayuk play like that. Like it was just the game felt weird the whole time.
I was gonna say
I mean-
that game was weird overall.
Yeah, I mean San Francisco lost to Minnesota.
Right.
No offense. But like it was just
defense stepped up, man. The thing is, it's like Minnesota, and they had the ball the more time.
we had Purdy through what 2 picks, which is abnormal. We usually don't see that kind of performance from Purdy.
I don't know. Did you see him in college?
Even a blind squirrel finds it.
Yes. We're OU fans. We've seen him play in college.
He was kind of dangerous in college.
I mean, he was also dangerous to himself in college.
They all are.
No, I mean, yeah, I mean,
I'm saying it felt like a
that
weird
game
game. It was a
also.
normal game.
I felt like I was watching Dallas and Arizona all over again.
Yeah, I'm sitting Ayuk Thielen. I just don't like their matchups this week.
Yep.
I think you flip a coin between Laporta and Ayuk. Sit Thielen.
I don't know, Laporta against Vegas on Monday night.
I love that. Let's see. Got another one over here. Olave, Higgins, or Hunt. Which one of those three do you like this week?
Not
This
Kareem. I
person
don't think.
doesn't trust Olave with Carr. So are you
I don't know if I trust.
Why do you not trust Olave with Carr?
He only had 15 targets last week. That's why.
It's not like Carr's not trying to throw him the ball. Like it keeps like you keep having big target share in like this like okay game. Like it's like 15 points is like what you're getting with Olave and PPR with all those targets. But I can tell you the game is coming where all those targets.
I think it's this week against Indy.
And all of a sudden he's gonna go off and he's going to be sitting on your bench with 30 points and you're going to be like, what the hell just happened?
Well, but my thing is you've got what you're comparing him to Higgins. You're trusting Higgins more than Olave right now.
Higgins hadn't been healthy yet.
I don't think I'm doing that.
Yeah,
Against San
Pierce Strong
Francisco?
had more. I think, yeah, I'm not trusting Hunt either this week.
Well,
I was going to say, if Olave and Higgins are your two other choices, Hunt's not even in the question. Like,
He's not even in the hunt.
He's not even in the hunt.
Well, we see I don't know if you notice this, but Burrow goes through trends. Burrow hyper targets a receiver for like a section of games, and then he switches.
Yeah.
It's weird. So like when Higgins is going off, Chase is not. When Chase is going off, which right now that's the hot connection, right? Higgins is not. It's a weird dynamic, but it's enough for me to be like, okay, Burrow and Chase are hot right now. I'm going to stay away from Higgins, and I'll play Olave getting 15 targets in a game. And
then
Derek
there's
Carr
like the
throwing him
two-
50-plus times.
And then there's like the 2 random games a year where Tyler Boyd gets 40 points.
Alrighty. What's up, fellas? 29 from Josh and 17 from God.
Millie Mills.
Started off wide.
That's a good night. Yeah, that's where
That
he
was
gets
a good
started.
night. Yep. Godwin had
It ain't as good as having Kamara and ETN last week, but
Yeah, that's
it's
wild.
still a good night.
It was a good start though. Do you guys?
I'm just thank God you didn't start Geno Smith over Josh Allen this week. Hopefully,
man,
last week.
Kyle,
You thought
Go watch
you
the game.
let that slide the whole show?
No, go ahead, man. I don't know if you watched the game. Did you watch the game?
Kyle, we all know that Geno Smith
It's
is
why.
better than Josh
You're
Allen.
going
Josh
off the
Allen
fantasy
sucks.
points. Go watch the game, man. Go
He
watch
Hey,
the game.
sucks.
look,
What
it
about
was
you,
right
Jay?
for the first half. The first half, JC
No,
was right on the money.
The last
Josh
5.5
Allen.
minutes. The last 5.5 minutes is when he put up his fantasy points.
You know how much difference
That's all
it makes?
Josh Allen needs.
And it was because of a bad
It makes-
tackle. And then
It makes zero difference in the grand scheme of fantasy points.
it's luck.
It
It was
means
all
nothing.
luck. No.
90
I'm telling you.
fantasy
Go
football.
watch-
No, it's called the number
go
one
watch
quarterback
film.
in
Go watch
fantasy
the
football
film,
right
dude.
now.
It was
He's not
all
number
luck.
one by
It
accident.
was luck. It was luck.
Okay, so do you guys
This week he
value
did good.
more
Last week was luck.
over Kirk and Myers?
Over Myers, Kirk is close.
I still think Kirk's up there.
I think I like Kirk more than
I think I like Kirk over Moore, but I'd take Moore over Myers.
I
I like Kirk over Moore.
I trust Kirk's quarterback more than Moore's.
I tell you this
consistent.
question gets a lot more convoluted if Jimmy G's healthy. But without Jimmy G, I think it's a little more like Myers with Jimmy G goes up to me. Like I think he's up there with these guys. But playing with QB3, I don't.
Yeah.
I think even with Jimmy G healthy, I still think he's third in line on these receivers, though, Myers.
Kirk has shown us that he's been really damn good, man. He's
Yeah,
kind
he's
of putting up
really
points
good.
like he was doing last year.
Yep. Well, gotta ask now: Kincaid or Goddard rest of the year?
Kincaid. Goddard's on a little hot streak while Devontae's down.
Well, Kincaid
It'll
is
even
on a hot streak while Knox is out, or you think this is Kincaid's shot to overtake Knox, and then Knox becomes secondary?
Yeah,
He should.
I think that's what'll happen.
I can tell you this: I like Kincaid better as a pass catcher than Knox. I don't think Kincaid is the blocker that Knox is right now,
No, he's not.
and I think that keeps him off the field a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
this is
man.
a shot to get better. He's got to start. He's got to
Well-
block. Maybe he can prove himself, and maybe he can get more touches.
Build that.
Or
game
they could trade for
forward.
Derrick Henry. He doesn't have to worry about it. He doesn't have to worry about blocking at all.
What about you, JC?
Goddard
What do you think
gets
on this?
I mean, this week Goddard gets a good matchup, man. Washington's a good matchup.
I think it's a tough
Kincaid,
call.
man. Kincaid looked really good this week, and he looked really good. So Kincaid is one of the reasons Josh Allen did so good last week at the end of the game.
Yeah.
He showed up. I mean, he put up I think it was 7 catches for 70-something yards. So I mean,
He's good.
that's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be close. I think it's not worth trading. If it's not dynasty, I don't think it's worth trading. If you're asking that question, I think it's going to be close.
Let's see. I'm gonna see how Jones does this week, and if he's shit again, I'll trade him instead of Connor.
You need to be careful.
Do it
Yeah.
before he hurts
Yeah,
himself.
if he has a
again.
shitty week, you're not going to be able to trade him instead
Yeah.
of Connor.
Yeah, you might screw yourself by waiting,
Don't do that.
or he'll have one good week in there, and then you'll second guess yourself and trade away Connor and keep Jones. Don't do it to yourself. Do I start Hollywood or Cortland Sutton full PPR?
Now, that's a tough one.
That is tough. Sutton's been the man there.
Neither one of them have a great matchup. Probably Sutton.
I think I'm trusting Sutton more though.
Sutton's been more consistent. Hollywood's ceiling's a lot higher, but
Hollywood against Baltimore is tough.
Well, I will say this. The reason that I lean Sutton is if you watch the game, majority of the time, Sutton is Russ's first read in the red zone.
Yeah.
yeah, he's been consistent as hell. He's the number one receiver on that team.
Oh, yeah.
Jerry Judy's tier 3.
Well, they already played Kansas City this year too. 2 weeks ago, Russ was absolutely. I mean, he wasn't trash, but he was. He wasn't great. Sutton was a beneficiary of the only touchdown of that game.
Yeah.
So 4 for 46 is what he put up. Without the touchdown, it's like, ugh. It's
but I
still
like
rough.
Sutton for a touchdown.
Yeah, he should. He should.
Yeah, he should. And if you're watching this video right now and you haven't liked the video, how dare you? You should like the video
Yeah, you
right
better
now.
fix that.
Especially if we answered a question.
Do better.
This is your guilt trip for you can't ask a question and not even hit like. That's dirty.
Do better.
That is so dirty.
All right, Millie Mills. Pick 2, Olave, Higgins, D-Hop, McLaurin, Deontay, or Dobbs.
I think
Golly.
Olave for sure.
Could you cut 2 of those out? Made it a little easier?
I think I like Dobbs this week. I mean, it's going to be Dobbs or Christian Watson. They get Minnesota this week.
I just can't get behind Green Bay.
I don't.
I mean, if
McLaurin this week.
I think McLaurin might be my second.
McLaurin's going to be my second. Yeah, against Philly, they're not going to be able to run the ball.
Yeah, I'm. Oh God, who's Tennessee playing again?
Atlanta.
DeAndre's playing against Atlanta.
Oh yeah, no, I'm out.
Yeah,
I go Olave and McLaurin,
Yep.
and I'm JC. I'm going to use Minnesota. Just shut down Ayuk. They're probably feeling pretty good about
They just
themselves.
got a tight end. I think they have about 3 wide receivers that can go off. I just think.
I know, which makes it like it's like boom or bust city. I feel like. Olave 15 targets. Like McLaurin, obviously House pressing them the ball. For it's touches for me in this one, possible touches, and I think McLaurin and Olave are probably, even upwards of 5 targets higher than everybody else on this list, guaranteed.
Yeah, I like that more. All right, JC, this one is obviously for you. Do I trade Madison for Terry or Marquise Brown?
Whatever you get.
I don't want Madison. I mean, we just saw last week, Akers is kind of slowly taking over a little bit. I think he's gonna take over. Madison's not special. He hasn't been. He was my bust of the year.
If I can get
for him.
I'd rather have Terry between the two of these.
Same.
That's what he's asking is which one.
Well, you got to think about this too. If Kyler Murray comes back and plays, I think Marquise Brown I might want to keep.
Yeah, but I'm still wanting Terry over Marquise Brown.
I'll say this: the reason I lean Terry, Kyler will run. Howell will not really run, and Howell is getting the opportunity to throw like he's Derek Carr. Like, hey man, Howell, go throw 50 times a game. Kyler's just not gonna throw that much. He's not.
Yeah. I'm just looking at some schedules real quick. And I also think I just like McLaurin's maybe a little more. Hold on. Well, not really. Never mind.
No, Terry. Redskins. Commanders have tough schedule.
They do.
That whole division. It's tough.
I'm looking at down in week 16 against the Jets and 17 against San Francisco. Well, San Francisco hasn't been that great against the pass, honestly, but I don't know.
It's more like they're going to play in all those games from behind, so they're going to have to air it out.
Yeah, it's hard with Kyler Murray coming back. It does throw a wrinkle in there. It does. That makes it a little tougher. I think at this point in time, I'm getting Terry, and then, that's tough. That's tough.
I like it either way. Dish Madison for either one of those.
Either one of them. Yep. Unlike Mike, I just traded Hawk and Gibbs for Ingram and Pacheco. I just can't be patient for Gibbs anymore. I'm 1-6, and I got to win almost every last one of my games to make playoffs. Thoughts?
No.
I do like Pacheco's schedule, but I don't know if you watched last week's game.
I'm more concerned with the hit at tight end than the running back
Yeah.
spot.
That's a big hit at tight end, but
I feel like what you gained at running back, you lost at tight end, especially while JJ's out. It's a no for me.
Yeah.
I mean, don't feel bad. Unlike Mike, you could be right. I mean, Ingram could hit a hot streak. Pacheco's got a good
I
schedule.
like Pacheco. I do.
Hawk, man. Did you see how much they were feeding Hawk? Gibbs
Yeah.
was electric without Monty, and we still don't know how
9
Monty's going to do when he
catches.
gets back.
9 catches.
Oof.
Yeah, like that's tough.
Yep. Oof, that's tough.
I think I'm gonna stick with Gibbs.
You want to
It's-
tell me
it's tough.
why? Man, why James Cook, right?
Because Cook can't get it done in the red zone. They gave him a red zone carry, and he got stuffed.
Stuffed hard.
Again, he's just a widow guy.
Is there any hope he gets more touches moving to the back half of the season? No, I think
That you're looking at his role. Like that's
the same thing, yeah. I think people's hopes were too high for James Cook. That's just not how that offense functions.
Let me tell you this: when they go out and they sign Latavius Murray, because you can't get the job done in the red zone, like they didn't it's not like they carried him into the season. They went out and found Latavius Murray. Hey man, what are you doing? You want to hop off the couch and come play for us? We need somebody that can get it done in the red zone. And Murray's like, sure.
Hold on, let me just close my bag of chips really quick so they don't go stale while I play.
if only there had been some channel or like a set of brothers this offseason that everybody could have watched that warned them about James Cook in this situation. If only.
You know how many leagues I have James Cook in? None.
Me neither.
I'm just not a fan of it, man. I'm just not.
Actually, I lied. I think I do have him in the Jersey League, and that's because he fell far enough.
Honestly, if I had him in a dynasty league, I don't know. I wouldn't be such a hater, but I don't know.
Sorry. He said in the chat, he said he bet Cook scores there, and it's like, no, they let Cook try to score. He didn't score.
Yeah.
Last week he had a receiving touchdown in the red zone.
I could see that being, if they run that, then yes, I could see that.
It was in the highlight reel.
Yeah, if they're going to pass it, they can use him in the red zone, but
yeah,
definitely not the up the middle guy.
Yeah. Jorge, no, he's not going to be suspended for that.
No.
But I did watch the rest video today.
He said, I play for the Saints.
And the cop went, and?
And
That's great. And?
I mean, if Jordan Addison as a rookie got away with it, going 140 miles an hour in a 65, I think he's good.
Yeah, he's going to be fine.
Too funny. Yeah, see, Dylan knows. Jorge says, Jay Hurts, baby, all day. Who's better, Burrow or Jay Hurts? We had this discussion. I got Hurts. Yeah. You want Hurts.
Yeah, it's in fantasy, it's Hurts.
Yep.
In fantasy, it's Hurts. In real life, I want Burrow.
Yep. Lucky for you, AJ, I don't think any of us care about baseball. So
I care about baseball, but I won't take the shots. It's okay.
I give zero shits about baseball, especially Philly baseball. Are you kidding me?
Like and subscribe.
There's your shot.
That's right, AJ. Big like and subscribe.
No, subscribe.
No, like and subscribe. Subscribe.
I knew what you were saying.
Love it. I love it. Let's see. Look at this Rosh really quick. Any moves for Sunday to buy? Okay, so what's like their weak spot here?
Get
out of here.
QB maybe.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
I
that's
guess
your weakest spot, but you got Stroud. So
if you could take like James Cook and Mixon together, or like Mixon and Spears, I don't know, just Hunt.
Looks like you've had some bad luck in the matchups, is what it looks like. If you've lost,
he's 4-3. He's fine. I will say I'm with Corey. This is a team that is like ripe to start like pairing up some players to try to get some upgrades. Like I look at those running backs and I'm like, Okay, I see Herbert on the horizon coming back off IR. Hunt's
Dark
kind of
Downs this
popping. Maybe I even trade Spears with the Henry rumors, but like you could pair, Herbert and Hunt or Herbert and Cook, and you could get an upgrade for somebody from a running back needy team. So that's kind of when I look at this roster, that's what I'm thinking. Or
Yep.
go get a quarterback.
Yeah, I was gonna say your quarterback could use an upgrade. You got so many wide receivers there too, with Michael Thomas, even Downs. Like Downs has his value right now is way up. Because you're not gonna start him probably over Diggs, IU, Hollywood, just based off a name alone. I don't know that you trust it, right? Like
This
he's
week.
Yeah, maybe this week. You're right.
This
It's
week
hard
for
to-
sure, man. He's one of my. I'm loving
Yeah.
him this week.
It's hard, but you could take. There's so many pair ups here because of your depth that you can upgrade your RB2 and your QB. I would go probably QB first, honestly, and try to upgrade Stroud.
Can I add something right here?
Nope. Yes, of course.
Hey, no. A bunch of you guys are asking really good, like long form questions. I'm going to challenge you. Go over to fantasyfootballadvice.com and sign up. It is free. Post these questions. You can post pictures of your roster so we know what we're dealing with, and post these questions on there. All four of us will hop on, plus other people, and give you advice on those questions. Fantasyfootballadvice.com. Again, free to join. It does have pro membership options, but free to join. You can ask your questions. I promise you, you're gonna get some good takes, especially because you could post pictures of your roster, and we can get more context for what we're actually dealing with. So, again, fantasyfootballadvice.com.
Yeah, and you guys can help each other out and answer each other's questions too. Give your input, because a lot of times, people are just looking for answers or confirmation from anybody and all that different input, so that they can make their decisions. So help each other out too, man. Build a community. So, alrighty. Here's Matt says, "Hey guys, I just got offered CD Lamb for Swift and Josh Palmer. My running backs are." You guys can look at that. Do you believe in CD? Would you take CD? So
I do believe in CD, and I would take CD.
Yeah.
I do worry you're a little thin at running back, but I like CD.
I think we're all agreed for once.
I think we're
Yeah,
it's tight though. It's close because I've been talking about it. I like Josh Palmer.
Yeah, I think Josh Palmer's a go-to target there. I'm wondering if you can just are you getting a little something back with CD? Like just a little something?
Can you get a Roshan back? Can you get a Roshan?
Just a little something.
Just a little something. Yeah.
A little Latavius.
Little Jalen Warren or Rashawn Johnson. Something.
And Alexander Madison.
Cam Akers, I'll take that.
There you go.
That's possible. Yeah. It's possible.
He might be fun for the playoffs, dude.
He could. Ray can't either, though. Cook got at least 3 yards. Yeah, they all got. Oh, you bet Cook scores there. I don't know. I saw Cook run this year, kinda. If that's what you consider running. Cook ain't same old Cook anymore. He does not look good.
Dalvin Cook needs a lot of runs. He's like Adrian Peterson. He needs a lot to get going. Once he gets the juice and once he gets the flow, he'll break a really big run.
Run all day, baby.
I will say there are those running backs, like those rhythm guys that just have
to
get.
Guys. Yep, exactly.
Yeah, they've got to get going. Henry typically is a rhythm guy.
Yeah, I agree.
You got to get them in a rhythm. You got to get them punching,
big
and then all of a sudden, boom, they break a big one.
Get that train chugging, baby. Once it's chugging, dude, you ain't stopping it, bro.
I agree, though. Derrick Henry is that kind of guy. He usually in the second half is when he breaks off like 2 big old runs, just bull running people over down the field. Yeah,
Zeke was the same way.
Yep.
Yeah,
his prime in Dallas, he was the same way. The further along the game went, the more he was going to beat your ass.
Get in there, get a feel for the game, and go. Yeah.
That's what the committee has killed.
The committee is killing that.
Committees are killing the rhythm runners.
Yeah, how do you feel it? Yeah, I agree. I feel that Hawk's value is just a little overrated. He sold me in so many games. If you look at points throughout the season, I like Ingram's consistent. He hasn't gotten any tutty yet. No, I don't know. Hawk's pretty dang good. He came
Hawk's
in
pretty
last
good.
season and did really good. This year he's doing pretty good, and he's doing really good with JJ out right now. Same as Addison, but I think Hawk's pretty good.
Yeah.
Especially when you compare him to the other tight ends that are out there.
Man,
I mean, guy, he's only had one single-digit week. Hawkins has only had one single-digit week. I want that in the tight end.
Yep. That depth is good, unlike Mike. Let's see.
Now, granted, Ingram has only had one single-digit week too.
Yep.
Interesting.
they're both tight ones.
Okay, we got time for this. I'm just making sure. Bingwin02 YouTube. 2 and 5, 10-man PPR need to win. Just bench Godwin and White. I think we know why you're 2 and 5. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry. Start 2 wide receiver, 2 right back, 2 flex. Oh well, look at these.
That's my lineup.
Never mind. Look at
Golly.
that. 2 wide receivers. Okay. Oh, this guy plays in Yahoo. He put wide receivers before running backs. It's a dead giveaway.
Okay, so
Derp.
Wilson, Chase, T. Olave. Chase and Olave.
yeah, it's easy for me. I'm going Chase, Olave. Running backs I'm going JT Hall, and I'm putting Jacobs in my flex because Ford is doubtful. I don't think he's going to play.
I think Ford's he's out this week probably.
Yep.
So Jacobs, JT Hall, and then Chase and Olave.
Garrett Wilson, he gets New York this week off a bye. He just
he
put
does
Philly.
play.
He just destroyed Philly. 17 points against Philly.
But I mean, who are you going to start him over?
You can't sit Jacobs JT.
I know, it's tough.
That's tough.
I just wanted to try to make it a conversation. It was an easy answer.
No, I mean,
and then there you go, mucking it up.
No, like I agree with JC.
Anything I like.
I agree with JC though. It's tough to bench Wilson, but look at the other options.
New York.
Unfortunately,
I was gonna say it's funny because I'm like, oh, you benched Godwin and White. I made my smart ass remark, but then you look at the rest of his roster and it's like, well, shit, I would have benched Godwin and White too.
of course you bench Godwin and White.
Of course, you made the right decisions.
I think if you are debating, I think the debate probably becomes between Garrett Wilson and Olave. I think the other 4 are set for me.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I agree with that.
But I definitely lean Olave.
Man,
They
Wilson
both got
hits
good
the
matchups.
Chargers the next week. Oh my goodness.
But, one thing we know, Zach Wilson ain't getting to throw 50 times a game.
I know.
Carr is.
That's
No
true.
doubt.
Carr is my force of the week. So
First of all, Dylan is going to fantasyfootballadvice.com to get signed up.
My God, Dylan.
My man.
That's what I'm talking about. Like,
Well,
subscribe, and go to Fantasy
What
Football
would
Advice.
you try and go out for thinking Aaron Jones tried to buy Eckler, unsuccessful? Yeah, he's still hard to get. Just don't know who else. Oh, that's tough, man. Some buy lows. I think Aaron Jones is a good one at the right price.
I think
But-
Eckler kind of is a buy low, actually.
He is
he's definitely a buy low.
unsuccessful. I know I'm not like selling Eckler in any of my leagues that I have him in, so I bet most people are just clinging to him too.
Yeah,
JT's a buy low.
Good luck, man.
Yeah. That's tough.
Henry's a buy low.
Jacobs.
James Conner's a buy low. He's injured, but man,
Jacobs is a good buy low. Bijan. Go get Bijan.
you never know what Arthur Smith's gonna do. He already told us
he might have a
last week.
headache.
He goes, I don't care about your fantasy football team. Like, I might as well yell to this other sideline what I'm about to do. Like, what? Don't be a jerk.
Hey, Pollard is also a buy low. Would you go out for Pollard?
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
I bought Pollard last night before last. Yeah, I'm going out for Pollard. I like it. So there's some. Let's see. Bijan Robinson or Hunt rest of season. Get out of here, Millie.
Is that no? That's not B. That's Brian.
Brian
Robinson.
Oh, God. I'm like, Junior.
But to me, it's still It's
Man.
still Robinson over.
That's
Hunt.
exactly where my mind goes. I didn't even see the junior. I didn't even bother the junior. I didn't make it up.
Well, I will say if Ford is out, I like Hunt over B-Rob. B-Rob's schedule is tough. I like the boom side for Hunt, but it is temporary. It is very temporary.
But for Boomer Bust Upside, while I wait on Kyron. So if you're looking for temporary fill while Kyron's out.
Well, because it says rest of season and then while I wait. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if you're talking whole season,
It is a little
I want
confusing,
Robinson. If you're just waiting a few weeks, then go Hunt.
Yeah. That's tough. Yeah. Two situations there. Okay, so which one in flex? Jacoby, Pickens, or Palmer? Oh.
Ah,
Are we getting punked?
oh, I'm grinding in my gears right now.
I think I'm going Palmer.
Yeah, that's what I like. I want to say
Like
Pickens.
against Chicago, I want to start Palmer really bad there.
Like I want to say Pickens because Pickens is the talent, and like Pickens and Pickett are finally like doing their thing a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting excited.
I'm excited for
I'm
it.
getting
But
excited. Like Pickens is turning out what I thought he would be, and then like here you go Palmer, and he's like, man, he's getting targeted a lot, and he's getting a lot of usage, and he's like replacing Mike Williams like we thought Quentin Johnston would do, and it's like, I mean, every week, boom, boom, boom. I mean, touchdown, or touchdowns that get called back. Like, I mean, we're seeing him kill it. And against the Chicago defense, I'm like, oh,
But
when they're
Jacoby
keying on
Myers
Keenan Allen.
Jacoby Myers is playing Detroit, though, which is also pretty good.
Detroit got their rear ends killed last week, and so they're finna come out knocking heads off this game.
Detroit's going to be
Detroit, too.
pissed off.
It's
playing
in
this
Detroit,
week.
too, so.
Yeah, they're gonna play angry. I don't want any of that.
They're going
But
to
I'll
make
take
an
Palmer or
example.
Pickens with a slight lean towards Palmer.
I'm actually going Palmer.
I like Palmer too. I was thinking more Jacoby, but let's go Palmer.
Kyle, we're not
Jacoby
talking
Myers,
about
and
Rosie
that's-
Palmer. You're aware of that, right, Kyle?
My girlfriend
Oh my god.
Ooh, that gets a look.
and her twin sister. I'm a switch hitter, guys.
Oh, God.
Hey guys, if you like that content, make sure you like and subscribe to this video.
I also sell feet pics on the side.
Oh my god.
On my
Three likes. We lost 3 likes. We
on
lost
my
5
only
subscribers.
FFANs.
Boy,
Five
look at our,
unsubscribes.
but look at our viewership skyrocket. What is going on?
Dude, no, I sell feet pics on my only FFANs.
There
Oh
you
my
go.
gosh.
Hey, that's actually funny.
All right.
Heard about that. That's coming. Only FFANs. Yeah, that's good.
Oh my god. Hey,
All
the
right.
store is coming, about to be popping.
What's popping? Anyways,
The store.
what do you guys think of Rachaad White going forward after tonight's performance?
He's still mediocre.
He's been playing better. I mean, that's
He's still mid-level RB2 at best.
for fantasy, yeah. He's an RB2.
That's what we're talking about, right?
It is what it is. Yeah, I think he's an underrated talent, but
He's a good catcher.
he's an underrated talent on a team with a rough O line. But for fantasy, he's absolutely an RB2. I mean, no doubt about that.
his receiving game keeps it going. Like last game, he was 6 for 6 for 65 yards. This week, 7 for 7 for 70 yards. I mean, that's
Good receiver.
Well, and that's the thing, that coming out of college and stuff, they talked about he's such a good receiver, and they're finally starting to throw him the ball more now, so you're starting to see the points again.
honestly, I was excited for Baker to go there. That excited me for Rachaad White because of more of those little passes, dump offs, but it's finally starting to pick up and come to fruition. So, but does he keep it up? That's just 2 games that's happened in. Hard to say if it continues going forward, but
I don't play to his strengths, man. I mean,
I would think so.
I tell you this, I mean, I know we're talking about Rachaad White though, but I can't get over. Like, I'm excited for Baker. Like, I mean, he's had like, what is that, 8 different head coaches? Like, I mean, just been a complete disaster for him coming into the league.
Yep.
Gets dissed by the Browns, for
8 coaches, Odell's daddy.
Yeah, and then but I
hell?
mean, he's playing strong. Like nobody expected it, and the reality is,
We did. Me
the
and Corey
Bucks.
did.
Well,
We've been
you're
telling
Oklahoma
people for
fans,
3
so you're
years.
biased. But I mean, dude, I've got a Baker sign helmet over here on my deal. I mean, it's down there, you know.
Did you get it signed when you got arrested in Arkansas? Because I see the Arkansas helmet too.
But you know, like I'm just excited. It's you root for people like that, like Baker finally getting a real shot. It's the same thing we all root for Minshew. Like Minshew is a good quarterback, and he's not gotten his shot since they disowned him in Jacksonville. He's been backup, and then here we go last week, and you're like, no, that dude's a quarterback. Like that dude can start in this league,
I
you
like
know,
Minshew a
and he
lot.
can be efficient. And so, like, it's exciting when you see people stories kind of come to life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
So I'm
agree.
pumped for Baker. I hope he does it. I hope he proves them haters wrong. And next thing you know, he's running around Tampa Bay with the flag over on the 50, and he's planting that sucker in the Pirates.
Oh, that'd be great if he got to plant a flag there in Cleveland. at
Nick
midfield.
Bosa would not like that.
That'd be great. I would love it. Millie, Falcons fan in the house there. You should be bashing the Falcons, even if you're a Falcons fan. Come on, who's happy about it? Oh, let's see. Cadillac, full PPR, looking at 4 and 4. Sell Gibbs. So who should I go for?
It depends on what I'm getting. I want to keep Gibbs, but if I'm getting somebody nice, like if I'm getting Amon Ra, I'm doing it. If I'm getting like, you know, say if I go get a wide receiver heavy team, or if I can get JJ, you know, like coming off injury, like Keenan Allen. If I can get Keenan Allen, I'm in. You know what I mean? Like there's a level of wide receiver that I'd be trying to get for him. And if I can get one of those guys,
For
I'll see.
Gibbs?
Yeah, see, exactly. I was about to say that. I'm about to say something right there. Like you have these doubters already. We've already had the doubt in this about the Gibbs questions. Like
Because of Montgomery just crushing it when he's in there.
yeah, but
And it's not a Gibbs doubter. It's just like if I can get supreme value, like if I get wide receiver 1 value, I'm selling them.
Oh hell yeah!
There's too. I feel like people are
Am
looking
I
at this.
selling
and going,
Gibbs for White? No.
No. I don't think I'm selling them because I don't think you're going to get the value that you're going to, because there's people out there that are still like, well, it was one game. Montgomery wasn't there.
As they should though, because when Montgomery's there, Gibbs isn't, because Montgomery's scoring 3 touchdowns in a game, not Gibbs. You know, I don't know. I love Gibbs too. I think he's explosive. I think he's a great player. I just feel like Montgomery limits his upside way too much to be able to get a receiver like what Tyler was.
I just don't think you're going to get that value. I think it's people. Most people are like how you're feeling. Like I don't. It was one game. You know. I'll give you.
Here's what I know though. In fantasy, I tend to draft running back heavy all the time. And I do that because that's the one position that goes down all the time. So when you get late in the season, all these people are desperate to even have a running back to start. Like last week in one league where I didn't go running back heavy, I had to start Zeke. You know, like I'm starting people like that, and they're starting people like that. They're starting, you know, RB2s for their team. They're you know, playing with guys like Jalen Warren or starting Jordan Mason, hoping that he's going to play and give, you know, CMC breathers. And so those are the guys that I'm trying to go and I'm selling a Gibbs or somebody like that for, to get like a real deal wide receiver 1, you know, and that's the only reason I've done 0 RB 1 time. I typically always will go running back heavy. And by the end of the season, I'm going in with still my strong running backs, but I've ditched everybody else, and I feel the killer receiving core, you know?
That's smart.
I think it's easier for receivers to become relevant. I mean, we're looking at it this year. How many receivers are so relevant this year that maybe weren't even drafted, you know, and now they're top 10, top 15 wide receivers on the season? It happens way more often than running back.
Well, I mean, a lot of these.
That's why I draft elite ones.
Well, a lot of these 0 RB guys were saying, you know, go get Rashad Penny and then Samaje Perine. You know, like at that point, you're like,
Samaje Perine and Penny. Oh my gosh.
Rough.
That was my favorite narrative. I was like, yeah, you go get Penny. I traded like, oh my gosh.
Start one in the flex. Ramondre or Collins?
I'm going Nico. I'm going Nico.
I think Nico had a really good game against Carolina.
I don't think you can sit Nico right there. I mean,
Yeah.
I just can't. I can't fall in line on these freaking Patriot running backs. I never can fall in line on Patriot running backs. And Ramondre has been a letdown. Anybody that bought him in the second and third rounds, you're just like bummed. I'd rather have Nico in that 7th round or 8th round.
All right. Yeah, Millie was saying rest of season, not rest of season. So probably Hunt earlier on that, by the way. If you're just looking for someone to boom while you wait, then yeah, probably Hunt.
Yeah. Hunt's had a touchdown back-to-back weeks and now no Ford.
Yeah.
And again, the Browns can run the ball. It doesn't matter who it is.
Yeah. And just to touch on Stevenson real quick, he's still at the RB number 20 on the season with a pretty tough schedule in the beginning. So I don't know. I'll be curious to see. He's had 2 games that were pretty decent back to back here, but like you said,
it is a disappointment, but it's an overblown disappointment.
Well, let me ask you this: so, are you on the realm of, hey, go buy Ramondre while you can buy him low?
Yes,
Yep.
I think he's a buy.
I was saying that the 3 weeks before he started doing good again last week.
Yeah.
So, what are you trading for Ramondre? Give me like an example, like a wide receiver. How high do you go?
The wide receiver, I don't know off the top of my head.
You trading Higgins for him?
Garrett Wilson. Oh, I'm trading Higgins for Ramondre all day. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd give Higgins for Ramondre.
DK Metcalf, maybe.
You trading Christian
I'd
Kirk
trade
for him?
DK Metcalf. Yeah.
Who? Kirk?
Dude,
Yes.
I'd give
Yes.
DK, Kirk, yeah, Flowers, Addison.
Garrett Wilson.
Wow. Okay, so you really believe into him for
Amari
the rest of the
Cooper.
year.
Yeah, I like Stevenson. What'd you say, JC?
I said Amari Cooper. He's been having some down.
Yeah, I'd give Cooper for him.
Yeah.
Okay, there you have it, fellas. Ramondre, a buy low. Even though those people that they're talking about trading for him are not necessarily like that's not buy low. That feels pretty forward. But if he's carrying that much value, I mean, I go try to dish.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around. I mean, I don't want Ramondre. No, I'm trying to trade him to go get those guys because those guys are.
I'm trading those guys to get Ramondre.
I'll keep Ramondre over every one of those guys.
Oh yeah. Ramondre carries more value than all those guys for me.
Ugh.
So we get inflated values at running back for everybody Ramondre out of Tyler because
I know. I was thinking the same thing. I was like,
he has this bias against Ramondre.
It's a Bill Belichick offense with a. I mean,
Tyler's like, I'll take a
know.
wide receiver 3 over Ramondre right now. It's like, what?
No. When you start talking about DK, Amari Cooper,
Yeah, those guys are just
even Jordan Addison, I'm like, oh, that's really hard to stomach to dish for Ramondre if I'm running back needy. But if you were like, would you dish Palmer? Would you dish Josh Downs?
Yes.
Would you dish like
I mean, those are a little different because Amari Cooper is like at the number 44 wide receiver, DK Metcalf at the number 45. Like these guys aren't performing. So yeah, of course I'm going with Ramondre Stevenson over these guys.
Talking about disappointments.
Yeah, I mean they're disappointing way more than Ramondre Stevenson. So
fair enough.
DK Metcalf is nothing more than it. DK Metcalf does not produce in fantasy. He's an overrated fantasy football player.
Tyler's just stuck on the fact that he's a Patriot. That's the only thing.
Pretty wild that he hasn't.
Which is a fair. That is fair, and we thought that Ramondre Stevenson's going to be different this year. They finally settled on a running back, and then they went and got Zeke and started playing Zeke, and it's like, really?
Zeke's
we thought
had a touchdown in back-to-back games.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Ramondre's also put up in the last 2 games 18 points and 14.5 respectively. 14.5 against Buffalo. Like he's still producing pretty decent numbers in those last 2 games. But he had a 3-game streak before that where he just sucked. But out of 7 games, he's only had 3 bad games. So
against tough defenses.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he's putting up
Yeah,
Pacheco.
the Jets,
We hate Pacheco
the
too.
Jets, the Cowboys, and the Saints were his 3 bad games of the season. So that makes sense. Just throwing that out there. But Dylan thinks we're hilarious. Or he's laughing
Appreciate that,
at
Dylan.
us for all the wrong reasons.
He's probably laughing, thinking anybody wants my feet pics.
Right. That's probably what it was. Side-eye Muppet, thanks, man. Appreciate you.
I don't even want my feet pics, JC. Don't worry about it. They're not going on the screen, I promise. He's like covering his eyes. He's like, no.
All of a sudden, we all go to the side for a screen share. We're like, oh no.
Millie says many of us see Puka coming. Kyle kind of did. I know he did in the offseason.
I would say Puka's probably one of the few that a lot of analysts were talking about coming into the season, and he landed in the right spot. I don't know that anybody saw him being what he is.
No.
But they definitely, I think, thought that he could be what we were hoping Van Jefferson would be.
Yeah, I liked him a lot during the offseason, coming into the season, but I had no idea he'd be this good.
Yeah, so Kyle told me don't just drop him. Me not listening effed me. If it makes you feel any better, Kyle ended up dropping. He was a roster casualty in our dynasty league for Kyle, along with Kyron Williams.
It's a shallow dynasty with IDP, and I didn't have any defense.
I dropped someone in that league that ended up being really good too. Oh, Tank Dell in a dynasty. I drafted him at 410 and then ended up dropping. He was a casualty, and now I don't have Tank Dell in my dynasty. So I'm sad about that too. So
yeah,
that's a shallow dynasty and it hurts. All right, let's get a couple more in here, and then we got to cut it off. You guys can read all that. Oh, this just says, please help. Oh, I don't know what to do with that.
Hit us up on the app for that one.
Yeah, TJ, hit us up on
I think he's just looking for 2 flex, but he's giving you everything. TJ, this is a great one. Go to fantasyfootballadvice.com. You can post your roster in there, post pictures, and then ask us the question. I promise you we'll give you an in-depth answer.
Yeah,
fantasyfootballadvice.com.
But yes, good idea. Guys, if we don't get to your question right now, go to fantasyfootballadvice.com. Make sure you're signed up and just start asking questions. We'll get to you. I promise. Let me see. Half PPR. I'm done with Aaron Jones, so I'm starting Osborne, Stroud, or Goff, Thomas, or Ferguson. Quick go. Are you able to play Stroud or Goff?
Goff.
I
want Goff, but I love the matchup for Stroud.
I'm going Goff.
And then
We're
give me
hoping Goff goes off.
No, give me Thomas. So Goff and Thomas.
Thomas.
Oh, Goff and Thomas.
Yeah, I think I'm going Thomas too. I think I'm going Stroud though.
Yeah, I like Stroud.
We'll
split the quarterbacks, and I think we all agree on tight end.
Yeah, I will say quarterback that Stroud's not a bad start.
He's not a bad start.
I don't think you can go wrong.
I want a Jared Goff on Monday night. They got embarrassed by Baltimore last week against Vegas.
To me, these two are
that's pretty smash spot.
You know what I mean? I don't think there's much difference. They're right there together. Go with the one you feel in your gut. For me this week, it's Stroud. I just like the matchup, but to each their own. They're right there the same.
I think Dell should be back too.
That should help a lot. All right, Luca has 2 more quick ones. Very quick. Should I drop Freeman for Patterson?
No,
I wouldn't. And should I drop Thomas for Patterson?
No,
I wouldn't either. All right,
Patterson got a lot of work last week, which made you excited, but it's still Bijan world. Patterson and Bijan. If anything, Patterson hurts Algier more, but it's not going to be make or break. Like I'm not dropping my for sure starting tight end or somebody like that for him. Although I do like
going to be lucky not to break his hip because he's so damn old out there. Yeah.
Hey, he looked good running the ball last week. I tell you this,
so annoying. I know.
Out of all of them, he runs the hardest.
He's fast.
He's the heaviest, and he takes contact.
He runs the hardest because he knows he doesn't have as much time to run left.
Yeah, he runs like he's desperate, and
he's trying to play beat the clock.
He runs
Be
like
aware of the Arthur Smith coach speak too.
Yeah.
Even though he was talking up Patterson a little bit.
Trying to make him
You
feel
know,
good is all he's doing. He's just stroking his ego. That's all that was.
I will say though, Patterson does fill the hole. Patterson like feels like Derrick Henry. Like he's big and he runs hard, and like that's what he's gonna be.
Yeah. All righty. Let's see. Millie, hey, I'm listening. You know, I love it.
I know you listening.
He
You
does.
got 3 good running backs, and Arthur Smith likes to run the ball. You should be happy. We just want to air it out a little bit more too. Be balanced.
Every damn week he throws a pick. All right, one more here, and then we're shutting this down from Alex. Pick one PPR: Hopkins, Najee, Henderson, or Foreman.
Henderson. Oh wait, no, they're playing Dallas. Never mind.
Nope.
I plead the fifth. I can tell you who I want, but I'm not starting that argument again. I'm not going to do it.
I'll say it. Go Najee.
Yes.
I'm not happy about it, but out of this group, yeah, go Najee.
Najee.
Roschon would be back, or it'd be Foreman.
Don't get mixed on Foreman's 3 TD game. You get Roschon back this week, and he wants to be. They want to highlight him.
Yeah,
they're not going to keep Foreman next year, but they're going to keep Roschon for the long haul.
Yeah, start Najee here. Yep.
Yeah.
That's what
start Najee and watch the game with a puke bucket.
There it is.
Godspeed. Go forth and conquer.
I know what you're going to do. You're going to be watching thinking, I didn't know my TV had slow-mo mode on it. But it's not. It's Najee Harris running the ball, so don't worry about it. Yep. All righty, guys.
Some Najee haters on the top level.
That's gonna wrap it up for us tonight. Let's hop off here. Everyone watching, thank you again for hanging out with us tonight. Make sure you like and subscribe, and join Tyler tomorrow night. Is JC
yeah.
Too?
Yeah, we'll be on tomorrow night from the forum. We're going to answer questions from the website. So you guys that go to fantasyfootballadvice.com and post your questions, we're going to hit some of those tomorrow night on the broadcast, along with answering your questions live. So tune in 9:00 Central Time. It's going to be a blast. Got a good lineup of people tomorrow. So definitely tune in. And again, fantasyfootballadvice.com. If you like this show, go there, and I promise you we're going to answer your questions. We're going to help you win. We're helping. I mean, I saw a guy post on there today who, by the way, was the same guy like 3 weeks ago that was like, I don't know, man. I just don't know if I'm going to do good. And then now he's posting things, and he's like, I'm 6-1. Thanks, guys. I'm 6-1. Let's get it. And he's posting another question in the fantasyfootballadvice.com. So again, join it. I promise you, you're gonna love that for sure.
The fine print reads no guarantees. So anyway,
we are human.
Yeah, there it is. All right, guys. Beep boop, beep boop. See you tomorrow night.